one of the teammates quoted when one of you guys said, "We don't live for the internet," and says y'all's whole life is on the internet. Y'all's money comes from the internet. One inconvenience in y'all's home, y'all put on the internet. We know the ins and outs of y'all's relationship because y'all put it on the internet. So what are you saying? So explain what you mean by we don't live for the internet.
When I say I don't live for the internet, it's people that's on the internet that think you're supposed to put everything about your life on the internet, everything that happens. Right. I live this, so I don't live for the internet. I use the internet. When I say that, is like, you know, so I live off the internet. Basically, like, I know how to use the internet to make money. You see what I'm saying? So, like, whatever I put on social media is what I want on there. It's so much stuff that people don't know about us that we don't put on social media. Like, it's like I tell people, like, y'all think that just because the stuff we put on there is everything about our life. Like, no, that's be the stuff that we just want to put on social media. Even though sometimes it shouldn't be on there, but it's like, it don't affect us. You know what I'm saying? It just affect on how y'all look at us. But at the end of the day, we know how it is in real life. So it's like, I don't live for the internet. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, everybody was like, they were just arguing the other day, and now they back lovey-dovey. It's like, it was 3 days ago, right? So you think that we was mad at each other and not talk to each other for 3 days and we finna break up. Like, we gotta come back home, you know what I'm saying? We not on social media, we gotta talk, we gotta sleep together. You know, so if we decide to work out our relationship or fix whatever we was going through, we did that off social media. We didn't have to get on camera and do that too. You see what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, say that, it's like, I know how to make money off the internet. So,
well, I think the issue is that y'all are arguing off on the internet and then making up off the internet, and then they're seeing the after. So it's a little confusing for folks.
You wanna know why? Because
right.
People love drama. We are YouTubers. So you gotta think about it. We are YouTubers. Right. Every YouTuber know that drama sells the most. They don't like positive stuff for real. Me and Carmen, we've been doing it. Sometimes we'll go do lovey-dovey videos. It don't get that many views. But we do like a breakup prank or a team prank or anything like that. Those are the videos that always make the most money go viral.
So this is strategy.
It's a strategy. We know how to, like, if there's a lot of shit that we don't even be cheap for it. Just we know how to make you think we want you to think and entertain you. We are entertainers. People get mad. Like, for example, I don't want to keep going for too long, but when we did the Fun of My situation, people got mad at us because they thought they wanted
to be real.
Why do you want two black men to kill each other?
Oh, got it.
It's entertainment. Y'all go to the movies, watch your stuff on movies, right? We are our own directors. We are YouTubers. This is what we do. So we get judged because we do fake content. It's entertainment. It's like, ain't nothing real. The shit that you see on TV not real, you know?
Right. Got it.
But I think it's more stuff like when we say we don't live for the internet, it's as if we're not going to let y'all tell us what we should do. So what I'm saying? Has like, you know, a lot of people right now, they wishing for me to leave Corey. A lot of people don't like me or follow me because I'm still with Corey. So it's like, okay, if I was to leave for the internet and I want the attention that people give me, then I'm going to leave my relationship and I'm going to break up with Corey because that's what social media want me to do. See what I'm saying? So I think it's more based on like us saying that for one, we're not perfect and we're not going to be perfect just because that's what social media want us to be. You see what I'm saying? Right. So I think that's on my back end because they're just common sense. Like a lot of people is like in the comments mad because we did the opposite of what they wanted. So that's where we said and say like, okay, we're not leaving for y'all. We're not leaving for social media. So why would we do that? Because you want us to do that. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Got it. I got you. Okay. Well, the next question is, does she want us to love or hate this man? She needs to start keeping stuff to herself. So Carmen, tell me a little bit about your response to that comment.
Well, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't want nobody to hate him. Like, I really don't. And I feel like if we go way back, I never got on social media and bashed him. Like, even the times where we were separated and he still tried to make it seem like some stuff was still mine. I'm like, no, you know, I could have went on social media and exposed a lot of stuff.
Right.
Or like, I can just get on there and say like, man, Corey's such an asshole. Like, he's such a this, such a that.
Yeah.
And that's me to really hate this man, you know. But I have made videos on speaking of the growth of just him, you know, like how proud I am of him. So I want people to actually like see the fact that this is a real man. Like, he is like who I'm telling y'all that he is. So, but because of so much drama that has been going on between us, it's like nobody take me serious. You know what I mean? So
right.
I feel like my intentions is never for nobody to look at me like, oh yeah, you just want us to hate Corey, because I don't get nothing out of that, you know, especially if I know that I'm still gonna be sleeping with him. So it's like, I'm not getting nothing out of that.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you, this girl loved me so much, it scared me because I wasn't used to that. People gotta understand, we are young. We're 23 years old.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a lot of living to do. We got together at 18.
Yeah.
You know, and it was something that we went through together, that she went through, that I tagged along, you know, and you know, it's just like, that what made us just fall so deep in me, made me fall so deep in love. Because I could have left her, you know, it's the thing that I'm talking about that we haven't talked about. Y'all go find out, I could have left. Most people go see why we stay together, why we love each other. But she went through, most guys would have left. No cap. Just because they wasn't gonna be able to deal with it. And I stayed because I know how much I love her. You know what I'm saying? So like, people just judge the things we go through, but you gotta understand, we don't go through this every day. I don't cheat on Carmen every day, every month, every week. You know what I'm saying? Just when y'all see it, it clouds all the good things about our. So it's like, we have come to learn that, and we come to accept that. Like, okay, they just look at the negative. You know,
I always bring the
every time they see Carmen record something good, somebody, he cheated, he a cheater, he cheat. Like, and I guarantee you, most people that say that, I bet you any amount of money in the world, they cheated or got cheated on before. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, people just act like they just so perfect. That's what kills me. Cause it's like, I be like, y'all forget we are normal people, right? You forget we are just like y'all. We come from this, like, you know what I'm saying, the same lifestyle, you know, in the hood, and knowing who talked to who cheated on who, you know what I'm saying? Everybody talk to everybody, girl, like, you know, I come from that, right?
Got it.
People get on social media act perfect. I just be like, y'all just cap.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Carmen, this one's directed towards you as well. I guess people are just wondering, and I guess this kind of goes back into what we were just talking about in terms of like, does anything that he does, or even anything that you do, like, embarrass, or is it just part of y'all's strategy?
No, like, some stuff was really embarrassing, like, okay, you know, and I feel like if we could have avoided it, we would definitely did it. But I feel like half of the stuff was really not under our control, so it was very hard to not look embarrassed, you know. Right. So I feel like getting embarrassed is really not part of the strategy. Like, getting embarrassed is not part of the show. Like, let's just do it for the ground, like, because nobody would want to be embarrassed, you know, especially not the way that I have, you know, on social media and stuff. So I feel like that just comes with it. I guess that's just the outcome of things.
I mean, I definitely, you know what I'm saying, as a man, I already talked to Carmen, you know, and I apologize because a lot of this that she got embarrassed by was because of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, let me just show you, break it down real quick. This is how it happened. Something happened. Me and Carmen went through something, or with a girl or whatever. Like, in the time that it happened, right? And what they would do is, they can't get to me. Like, this is how it happened. Like, sometimes I'll get caught up in a situation where, like, me and her going through it or whatever. I entertain somebody, but I don't want to talk to them. So I stop talking to them, and they can't get in contact with me because I won't respond. So they'll go with Carmen.
No.
Then once they go to mess with Carmen, now it's like, okay, I'm gonna try to get your girl now because I can't get you, I'm gonna get her. And then when they come to Carmen too sensitive. She ain't, you know what I'm saying? Back then, like, this back when all this stuff happened, she don't. Carmen the type to want to call you, get on the phone with you, give me every detail what's going on with you. She ain't bullshit.
I need all the receipts.
I'd be like, man, listen, that wasn't even nothing. Like, you know, that. And
believe it or not, like, half of the stuff they got on social media, I already knew about it before it even got exposed. Because you know how they send stuff to the T pages and stuff, it takes a minute for them to respond or to see or whatever. So, like, the girl is trying to, you know, get whatever they want out of whatever. So they will hit me up and send me, you know, boohoo stuff and talk to me and tell me everything, whatever. So when it's time to when it's already out there, it's like, I'm already dealing with it. It's like, I'm already with my emotions dealing. It just, of course, like, it's always worse when it's like millions of people judging you and just, you know, saying different things and all the time. Because now you get to the point where you're like, dang, like, is this for real? This how I look? But I have to get myself out of that, because it's like, you know, they say the same thing every time, no matter what. You know, like, you can just post a picture of, oh, Carmen look nice in this dress. She still look dumb. She's still stupid.
Yeah.
So, you know, so it's like,
how does that make you feel?
Don't get me wrong, like, because I'm a human, it hurts. You know, it definitely hurts to know that, like, dang, like, all these people only know me from being dumb and for staying in my relationship. Just, you know, like,
they don't know the real her.
Yeah, like, it's like really dumb. I mean, it really hurts to the fact that, like, all I get is just call all type of names. Like, you know, when in the situations, like, I didn't even do anything. You know, like, I'm getting that tag, like, I was the one that cheated. Like, I didn't do anything. You know, I'm just the victim, I would say. But I feel like with time, like, until now, I say I'll probably still, you know, deal with, like, emotions every now and then, but I'm trying to put myself where I'm just completely numb to it, where I just don't care, you know, because I feel like it's gonna, long as I'm still a public influencer, it's gonna continue to the day I'm just not on social media anymore, you know? So I'm like, I'm just numb. So whenever somebody posts something or I post something, I'm prepared that people gonna slide in my DM, say, oh, you look dumb, you dumb, all that. So don't get me wrong, my DMs would be like, I don't even want to open my DMs.
But it's crazy that I want to go back to what you said though, Corey, because it's crazy, because if Carmen were to like clap back and like say stuff, then it's just like, then, you know, whatever you say, then they run with that. It's like, you can't win.
She can't say nothing. And the thing is, that what really triggered me to make that comment about Black women. When I first made that comment about how they act. When I went through Carmen, because we share Instagrams and shit, we see everything. You know what I'm saying? When I seen her DM, it was just full of Black girls, bro. No cap, just dogging her out and saying I'm talking about, like, look, saying crazy stuff. Like, you feel me? But I don't be bothered by it. But it's like, I understand my girl, you feel what I'm saying? It's like, at the end of the day, I know her. So it's like, I know how she thinks. She won't say nothing, but I know it be getting her skin. Yeah. So I got tired, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna protect my girl. Y'all keep coming up calling her dumb and stuff when she's stronger than half of most of y'all. You see what I'm saying? And it was like, that's why I made the comment. I was like, it's the majority of Black girls, you know? So I wasn't talking about everybody. I was just stating a fact. It's the majority of Black girls in Carmen DMs, hey, being negative. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I got, and then and so what happened when they tried to take it and acting like, oh, he colorist. Oh, I don't even understand his colorist. What, like, how can I be a colorist?
I think they're saying that, like, you prefer a certain skin tone or a certain race or a certain look versus
listen, let me tell you something. I love all women.
Yeah.
No color. Listen, I love Black women. Every guy I used to date was Black, but they all cheated on me. So it's like,
so you decided to cheat on the one that didn't cheat on you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They shot me with something.
And believe it or not, like, that used to be an issue in our relationship, honestly, because, like, every time we get into arguments, he would bring up his exes, his old relationship. I'm like, I'm not one of them. Like, you haven't been in a relationship with me. Like, this is new.
It happened in the majority of all my relationships. So, you know, I'm already just kind of thinking that, and she's the same way. It just came out yet. And then she different. She crazy. She, you know what I'm saying? She Hispanic. So it's like, you know, I don't know. I'm just a Black man, you know, young Black man that just deal with it.
I feel you. We already talked about the tattoo. One of the questions was, Carmen just had a baby and you out here getting a tattoo, but we already addressed that. So please look at earlier conversations.
What I'm saying is, we just had a baby, our baby home, everything good. I want to get a tattoo. What's wrong with it? I got to stay in the house I can't go to work. I can't do nothing. I got to stay in the house every day. I gotta be next to her every day.
Well, like, I think it goes back to what you were saying of their perception of you. They already think, and then it went back to you mentioned, I think, Carmen, you said something about in your tweets about him not being home or needing more support or something like that. So when they see that and they fans of her, then they see it and they like, well, you getting a tattoo, so she right, you know.
Yeah. So, but now you see how I be. That's how I be all the time. I be home every day. I be outside right here, call me right here, like, and I'll go for like, I'll leave the house like 3-4 hours, and people think I just been going all day, every day.
I feel you. And then Carmen, I want to kind of circle back. You touched on this a little bit, but people just talked about you deserving so much more than this, and postpartum depression being real. So I just want to talk through postpartum and your experience. When did you kind of know you were feeling like you were dealing with postpartum depression?
When I started crying, like it was like this time, okay, like I went through it my first time when I had my first son, but I felt like it was more controllable because I didn't have too much going on in my life. You know, I feel like we was very like just together, I would say. So I kind of knew how to handle it, and I was still moving, being active and stuff. Right. So this time I feel like, you know, after, it's like when I came home, literally like the next day after having him, it's like I walked into a box with full of the emotions that I haven't dealt with, which like through my whole pregnancy, I went through a lot of stuff, like family wise, not relationship wise, like with my mom, with my brother, like with friends. Right. So I feel like I don't speak on stuff like that, or like I sit down and like, you know, let's talk about such and such. Like I don't address my feelings because sometimes I don't know how to. I just try to like kind of just ignore it and move on, you know? Yeah. So I feel like after I came home, I just walked into a box where all my emotions were just waiting for me. Like they're just sitting here waiting on me. Then I have my mom, his mom here, and everybody like so happy, the baby here and stuff. And I just felt like, you know, like I think the second day, maybe like at night when I first woke up, like the flashback just hit me on how I used to be with CJ, you know, like with the stuff me and him went through while I had CJ. So it just so much was hitting me, and I feel like as I'm sitting down feeding him, I started crying at night because it was just like I feel like I was alone. Like, don't mind you, he sleep in the bed. My mom upstairs, CJ upstairs, right. Everybody in the, but I felt alone to the fact it's like then like people don't know what I really deal with. Like people not up with me every night. People don't know how many times I get up at night. You right. know, in some way I try to take the anger, you know, come to court because I'm just looking at him. He's snoring.
And the
I'm
thing
like,
is,
sleeping peacefully, man.
Carmen, no, even before we left the hospital, I always try to stress to her, babe, I'm here if you need me, use me. Let me know what you, because we had got into an argument, and that would kind of trigger everything because she was just acting weird towards me and everything. I'm like, what the hell going on? I'm like, you know, I'm here. Like, I'm letting her know, like, babe, no matter what I'm doing, I'm gonna drop whatever I need. I'm here to help you. You know what I'm saying? To support you. You feel me? Like, people keep telling us, like, then he just cheated her. Like, it wasn't need nothing about no girls. You know what I'm saying? It was just her. Like, she was in her mental brain. So, her pride is too high.
No, I don't think it was really pride.
She expected me to read her mind. You see it.
I did. But I feel like it's because I'm very, like, even though I'm in a relationship, I'm very dependent. I don't like to depend on Corey. You know, I don't like to feel like to change the diaper, I gotta wait till he go upstairs, get a diaper and do all that. You know, I feel like I'm not like that. So I feel like you just like I said, all my emotions were involved. So the first thing that came to my mind was I felt like we've been through it one time already. Hold on, baby. We've been through it one time already. So I'm expecting for him to know that okay, she just got out of the hospital. She haven't gotten no sleep because you get no sleep in the hospital.
No, at all. So
it's like I haven't slept over 48 hours. It's people in the house. I haven't had no peace of mind. Like I haven't had the house quiet. Like I haven't had the time to just reflect on the fact that I just had a baby. I'm excited. But no, like all I see just people walking back and forth, you know, family here and family there. We gotta go do this. Y'all want something to eat? Everybody screaming and doing. It's like I just felt like I was just like like so stuck in like what to do.
And I'm so concerned about it. Like every time I'm looking to make sure she's good, I'm talking to her, like, make sure straight.
And don't get me wrong, I did feel like as I was trying to deal with, you know, or trying to, you know, recognize that I'm dealing with depression, I was pushing him away because as he asked me, I'm just giving him dry vibes, dry answers. So, you know, I feel like nobody want to be around that type of energy anyway. So when they call him like, hey, bro, we just got a new Lamborghini, you want to come check it out? Oh, yeah, I'm on my way. So it's like, that's his escape of not feeling as if he's doing something wrong. You know what I mean? So like it's definitely, depression is definitely not a joke. It's not just postpartum depression, just like depression, you know, itself. But I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't know there could be different type of depression until now. Like you could just be angry, you can be upset, you can be emotional, you can be excited, even like excited, overwhelmed, all that. So I feel like all that just it hit me like all in one time. And don't get me wrong, like right now as we speaking, I'm still dealing with like some of my emotions because I just don't know how to just let all them out. And then like, you know, like with our relationship as well, as we making changes because of the lifestyle and now then social media, and it's like friends, family, like all they just play a part into fighting with my emotions, you know. And this is what I be trying to tell people, like everything is not about just my relationship. Like sometimes I get even tired of people just bringing Corey up when I'm like, bro, I'm my own person. Like it's not Corey and Carmen all the time.
Because first of all, Carmen got more followers than Corey. I just gotta say
that. You know what's so crazy? It's like when I met Carmen, she wasn't nowhere near. She didn't know nothing about none of this stuff. And I'm just smart because that's how I got popular, because a lot of my old relationships, you know what I'm saying? I used to strategize off. I used to go viral off relationship couples, goals, couples and stuff like that, pictures and all that. I knew what I was doing when I met Carmen.
Well, Corey, I mean, you got like 15,000 Instagrams, because I was trying to figure out which one was actually yours, but I just went off the follower count. You got one for your cars. I think you got a backup page.
Because like I'm a businessman, you know. In real life, like people, you'll be amazed. You can sit down with me in real life and see how intelligent I am and how smart I am, like how much money I make, how smart I am, like how I market out everything, like how I think. You'll be real shocked. You like, ain't no way. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? That just plays a part of it.